Sorry for the close call. Are you okay? Huh?
Hi, Leia. I'm home now.
What the... Jude? Huh? Jude! What are you doing here?
I'm home. And what are you doing here?
Well, I was just... These kids wanted to have a race, you see, and and this little guy here's a real speed demon, so I had him push me in the wheelchair to keep things fair.
And let me guess, you just had to be the winner, huh?
Oh yeah, never mind that, Jude. So tell me, who's your friend?
I suppose that you know this girl.
Yeah. She's an old friend of mine. How do I explain this? Leia, meet Milla.
Hello, Milla. Hey, what's wrong with her legs? Run and get the doctor. Stat, this woman needs help. Right. Roger. Are you heading home? I'll come with you. Here, use this.
Luckily for us, we ran into a familiar face of Jude's. Meet Leia. Leia is a childhood friend of Jude's here, and, well, we're here in Leronde. Leronde is Jude's hometown. It's a very, very small little island that's off the coast of, I think, if we look at our map here, it says, can't you travel with it? Yeah, I understand that. It's over here by Milla's shrine. It's off the coast here in that tiny little island. You see where we're at? That's where Leronde is. So if that's what you're wondering where we're at, that's where we are. Here, there's nothing really here. The Sea Haven is actually connected straight to the town.
Talk later. Let's hurry to the clinic.
Okay, well, let's hurry to the clinic. But first, there's treasure to be had. Not really. There's actually no treasure around here. So let's go on to the market district, like the main street right here. And we come up here, and there's the main street. Now, here in the Leronde, there are a couple buildings here that are actually quite, like, I guess, significant in some ways. We got the clinic here. This is where Jude lives. This is his house, right here. Up the street, there's Leia's house. Leia is a character. She runs an inn with her mom and dad. But she's also a nurse in training over here at Jude's clinic. But for right now, we're going to actually go inside the clinic. So without further ado, let's go inside the clinic.
Jude, how's the big city treating you? Do you like the capital?
What's this? Oh, you ready to see me now, Doctor?
I'm sorry, everyone. We have an urgent case here. You'll have to come back in the afternoon.
Sorry, everybody. We'll catch you later. Promise.
You've really gotten into the swing of things here. Leia?
Best nurse in town. Also the only nurse in town. But hey, you know how it is.
Bring her in. Thank you.
Hello there, I'm Dr. Mathis. Please, just lie still.
I'm Milla. Are you Jude's father?
Yes. Can you flex your legs?
No. I can barely feel anything below my waist.
I see. Ellen, you can leave now. Go check on Jude.
Oh, okay.
I need to run a few tests. Please, bear with me for a bit longer.
Was that Jude's mother?
Yes, Jude's our only child. What exactly is your relationship with my son anyway?
It's complicated. We're friends. I gave him a pendant as a token of our friendship.
Friends, huh? Pardon my skepticism. You look much older than him. And you're a woman.
Jude tells me you once healed a human who shared my condition. Would you give me the same treatment?
Possibly. It depends on how these tests come out.
I see.
Either way, you'll need to remain in the clinic for a while.
Try not to worry. Your friend is in good hands. Have faith in your dad. You look like you've been through the ringer. Want to tell me about it?
Yeah. Well, I don't even know where to start, Mom.
How about at the beginning?
Well, I guess it all began with my professor back in Fenmont. Doctor! Doctor!
Yes, what's wrong?
My grandpa was working on the roof and he fell. He's out cold.
Don't worry, I'll be right there. I need to leave for a bit. Hold down the fort, will you?
Huh? But Jude just got here.
I'm sorry. We'll have to catch up later.
It's fine, Mom. Duty calls.
Looks like the little crybaby is all grown up now, huh?
Crybaby? I hardly ever cried as a kid.
I was just trying to get a rise from you. You're no fun. So serious. I guess the big city turned you into a bona fide adult. Dr. Mathis.
Hey, Dad.
Come with me. The patient is suffering from more than just leg injuries. Your journey has left her with a drastically weakened immune system. Why didn't you prescribe rest? Answer me. Surely they taught you better than this in med school.
I'm sorry.
Have you informed her of the nature of her condition?
I did. I told her you might be able to heal her.
So you lied to her.
What? It's the truth, isn't it? You've done it before.
Jude. You seem to think that using an asperixis is a simple procedure, as routine as an appendectomy. In this case, it is impossible.
But Dad...
Jude! The device attaches directly to the nerves and causes incredible agony. Few patients can bear it. Why exactly are you home anyway? What happened to med school? Answer me, young man!
So this is how you're gonna be?
Jude!
Thank you for the consultation.
What got into him?
The procedure might be explained in the medical files. If Dad won't help me, I'll do it myself. Better check the archives.
How are you feeling? Fine. I still can't move my legs, of course, but otherwise no complaints. How are the test results? I think my Dr. Mathis should speak to you directly about that. May I ask you a question? Of course. How do you and my son know each other? What's so funny? Sorry, it's just that your husband asked me the same question. I suppose this is what's known as parental concern. I get it now. You humans have so many admirable traits. We humans? Jude rescued me from a tough spot back in Fenmont. Because of his actions, he couldn't go back to the city. He's been traveling with me ever since. That sounds like Jude. He hasn't changed. What do you mean? Jude's always been too quick to help others, even when he was a boy. To his detriment, I take it? His friends teased him for it. He was bullied. Yet he didn't stop? He'd come home all beaten up, but underneath the bruises, he'd still be smiling. What's a mother to do? So that's why you...
Ellen, we're getting busy out here. You know this is the only clinic in town.
Derek.
You need to stop spoiling Jude. He's a man now. Coddle him and he'll just grow softer.
So this is also parental concern.
Although, the funny thing is, he just stood up to me for the first time in his life. He ordered me to use an asperixis on you.
An asperixis? It would cure me? Let me walk again?
Perhaps you are a good influence on him. In his efforts to help you, he seems to have grown bolder. As a father, I'm pleased. But as a doctor, I'm afraid the treatment isn't an option, despite my son's persistence.
I see. So that's your final decision?
It is. I'm sorry.
Very well. I'll just have to find some other way.
I see. I'm glad you understand. The procedure itself is simple enough, but it's not like you'd regain mobility right away. I'd need to apply spirit arts directly to your nervous system. You couldn't move a finger without screaming. The pain would be excruciating. Even in the best-case scenario, it would take several months before your nerves adapt to the arts, and you could move again.
Why are you telling me this?
We can't get the spirit fossils needed to run the device anymore. Even if we could, the mana in the fossils escapes just as soon as you uncover them. It's a shame. The asperixis might have cured you.
And as you guys can see, Jude has kind of a history with his father. His father's really kind of overbearing on him. And that's one thing that I can kind of relate to him because, you know, I know he would have told his father right there what exactly happened and everything. And, you know, as a parent should kind of be accepting of that. But I'll get into more of that later. Let's go on to the archives. And somewhere around here, if we look hard enough, it'll be right here.
Looking for this? I knew you wouldn't give up just because your dad turned you away.
Thanks, Leia. Wow, my old man really is a genius. They sure didn't teach us techniques like this at med school. Apparently, it requires a special stone. The kind of stone isn't written here, though.
Yeah.
Dad took detailed notes of the entire procedure. As long as we have the device, we should be able to heal Milla.
But is Milla up for it? I heard the last patient to undergo the procedure cried uncle after 8 seconds. He chose to remain paralyzed rather than endure the treatment.
It's that painful, huh?
You know, maybe you should just forget about this. What if your friend goes through all that torture for nothing?
It's worth the risk. I'm going to do it.
If you say so. Well, you should check the box up there.
What's in it? The Asperixis.
Yeah. I found it after I started helping here, when I was cleaning up.
Let's go to Milla's room. I want to try this.
Wait! I'm coming too.
And now we've got the Asperixis. I think that's how you say it. But, anyways, this is going to be helping Milla here. Let's go into the clinic room right here.
What are you doing?
Shh. We can't let my dad hear us.
Why not?
We're gonna use the Asperixis on you now.
But your father just told me it was impossible.
Leia, give me a hand.
Sure. Here, you'll want to lay down on your side.
Feel anything? Any pain?
No, nothing at all. My leg still won't budge either.
Why isn't it working?
I don't sense any mana in this stone. Your father said that an Asperixis needs a spirit fossil, or it won't work.
A spirit fossil? Those things really exist?
Oh, so the special stone mentioned in the medical files is a spirit fossil.
Your father also said the fossil has to be used immediately after it's uncovered, or it loses its mana.
Great. As if the procedure wasn't already tricky enough.
Hold on. I swear I remember that they used to find spirit fossils down in the Felgana mine.
Are you serious?
Whoa, geez, be quiet. It's just something my dad told me.
Milla, it sounds like we need to take you out for some field medicine.
That seems like a lot of work. You'll do that for me?
Here.
Thank you.
Jude, can you help her into the wheelchair?
What about you?
I have to get stuff ready. I'll meet you at the edge of town.
And now we have
haven't
more.
been back here in a while, but the town hasn't changed one bit.
Now we are going to meet Leia at the edge of town, but before we do that, we can actually go do a couple things. Now, right now there is one particular thing that we can do.
This whole street was packed with merchant stalls.
Is that right? I was just thinking how much this quiet little street fits you.
If we come over here and before we talk to Leia, if we come in here, this is Leronde Lodge. This is the inn of sorts here. And we actually meet Leia's parents right here. This is her father. It says, the woman who came back with your girlfriend, Jude. Dear me, poor Leia can't compete with that. I love it because, you know, Leia and Jude are kind of childhood friends, so they're like, oh, they're gonna date or something? It's great to you become home back. Great to see you back home, Jude. It looks like the city life hasn't softened you up any. Right here in the lodge, there's actually 2 things we can actually do. If we come over here to, I do believe it's 2 of 3. No. Actually, yes. We come in here, we look up in this little cupboard right here. There's a mysterious jewel here, which we need, like I said, there's 23 total in the game. We have 8 so far, so we're doing good. Let's go in here. And there should be a guy. Yep, there it is. There's a sub-event right here. Let's talk to him. He says, "My hobby is collecting minerals and ores. Rocks in layman's terms. As Leronde was once a mining town, there should be plenty of rare stones in this area. Would you help me look for them?" Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. "Wonderful. Specifically, I'm looking for a block of quartz. I simply must have one." So now our task is to find the block quartz for this guy. And we will do that here just in a little bit. But anyways, guys, before we go ahead and... Actually, let's go ahead and talk to Leia here.
Alright, I'm good to go. The mine's been closed for a while, so I hope you're ready for some spelunking.
And actually, because of this, our party members have changed. But before we look at that, we've got another skit. City life.
So what was Fenmont like? Come on, you have to tell me everything. Was it like super cosmopolitan? Were you able to make friends?
I don't know. It was pretty normal.
What, that's it? That's all you have to say? You're always boring everyone with long-winded explanations, but when I ask a question, I get the cold shoulder.
Come on, you're blowing things out of proportion.
Listen, you're gonna talk and you're gonna tell me everything. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8...
Well, there was a nurse at the school named Prin who was always really nice to me. But on the day I went to see my professor, I got attacked by a girl in red clothes. So then, I couldn't go back to the school anymore. Although that did result in me meeting Milla. Oh, and in terms of other friends, I met this girl named Elise.
Fine, I got it. Message received loud and clear. You met all sorts of other girls while you were away. Good job, Jude. I'm so happy for you.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Jude, if you would kind of presented that a little bit better, maybe talked about Rowan and Alvin, you know, some dudes that you became friends with, Leia wouldn't have gotten so pissy. But actually, because of that, we did get a party member. Leia is a party member, and she actually fights. Thing is about Leia, if we come over here and look at her equipment real quick, she has staffs. She uses her staff to fight. Now, a thing with Leia is, since she's a nurse in training, she has healing capabilities. But she also has a sweet ability, if you link up with her, where if you knock down an enemy, she will steal items from people. She pickpockets enemies. So she kind of acts like a nurse and a thief all in one. So that's actually kind of a cool thing about her. Let's go ahead and give her some good stuff. Let's go give her leather boots. Actually, I didn't even equip the fine boots from when I was doing this all-screen stuff to kind of fix my file here. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and fix up our Lilium orbs real quick, because I did get a couple points. Let's go ahead and do this. And we got Feigned Death. What that does is, if you hold the left stick, stay on the ground when down, you'll recover HP and TP at the rate of 3% per second. So that's actually kind of a cool ability to have. Let's go ahead and increase our more stats here. And we've got Palm Strike. Palm Strike is a very strong art that you can use to kind of just wail on opponents. That's kind of a cool ability, and I like that. Let's go ahead and do this. And we got Combo Voltage. What that does is you recover 1 AC for every 9 hits dealt. So that's actually kind of a cool ability too. Where do I want to start off at? Let's go ahead and do this here. And let's go ahead and increase our strength even further. There we go. Now for Leia, she's got 34. Oh, boy. If we come over here, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'll go over more ability about this here in a second. It says Item Spawn. Now, what an item spawn does is enemies become twice as likely to drop items. That's actually kind of a good ability. But since Leia's our new party member, she's going to play catch-up with us, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and fill up her Lilium Orb like this, with the auto level up, and kind of get stuff done, everything. Auto level again. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that'll be fine. And the Lily Morb increased again. Most of these abilities that we got are simply like repeats of what we had before. So, like a lot of the abilities that the characters have are pretty much similar to one another, except for like class-based ones. Last Stand, that actually is a class-based one. Take 25% less damage when HP is lower than 25%. That's actually a good ability. Let's go ahead and do this here and fill up this web right here. Bottle deficiency. Holy bottles and dark bottles will last twice as long. Okay, that's actually kind of a cool ability. I did not mean to do that. Let's go ahead and do that here. And I'm probably going to increase your strength. And with that, now we're kind of all gotten up to snuff with our Holy Morbs. And we actually earned a couple of titles here. We got Green Belt, Grandmaster's Daughter, and Grandmaster's Disciple. That's basically leveling up characters to a certain degree in the Lily Morb. But I think we're going to do right now is we're going to save this episode. So in the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Xillia, we are going to the Felgara Mines to get the Spirit Fossil from Milla. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode.